for him. 2-0, 2 finishes by strikes as well. So very impressive by Cheyenne Serrano. I absolutely cannot wait to see what's next for him. Coming out of Young Tigers Foundation, big congratulations to Cheyenne Serrano and his team. And we still got one more coming up from his team, so ready to start the pace for his team right now.
And you see the evolution of it. You know, things don't go well to start. Now he's back-to-back victories here. And the way when we talked to him yesterday, this is how he thought this fight was going to play out. And I mean, I'm sure he's going to look back at this fight. There's going to be some things he's going to look at and say, I could have done this better. But overall, you got to say that's pretty much an A+ performance by Cheyenne Serrano. 100%,
100%. He got lots to take off from this fight. It's not going to be a lot. He doesn't have too much footage on what to fix for this one. He got the work. He got the job done quick, but showed his versatility in the strikes. Very impressive, man.
And coming
dynamic kicks and punches all the way through.
And coming up next, we've got a 160-pound catch-weight matchup as Israel Hernandez, who's about to make his walk to the cage, takes on Daniel Riveron. We'll talk about Daniel Riveron here in a second because we did see him back at Double Down Fighting Championship 1. But we look at Israel Hernandez making his professional debut here. Comes out of round 5 MMA. He did have his last amateur fight back in September. That was a first-round submission win. He won his final 2 amateur fights via first-round submission. His style is a Muay Thai and wrestling style. And one of the things he said, he goes, I can overcome everything. He goes, I'm pushing myself to be the best.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really excited for this one. Israel looked very calm yesterday in the post-fight meetings, in the pre-fight meetings. Coming out of round 5 MMA, he's got Cesar Surge in his corner. So he's coached by some of the best in the world right now, and he trains a lot of UFC fighters too. So long, lanky fighter for the weight class. I'm excited to see what Israel brings to the table.
So he came to the United States at 5 years old from Cuba, and he said he moved a lot growing up here, but he's got one mission: to make Miami proud and prove he's built for the pro stage. And one of my biggest takeaways from our conversation is we were talking about his motivation, and he was talking about his daughter is his motivation. He structures his day around taking her to school, going training, picking her up, and then going back to training, Shannon.
That's the motivation. And the motivation of whatever you're trying to work towards, that's amazing for him to do that. But you have to come over, and whatever your goal is, it can't be the finish line. It has to be further. And I felt talking to him that his finish line is further than just making his daughter happy. It's being special. And I'm very excited to see him fight tonight.
Yeah, Israel Hernandez, he's got a big amateur record, has a lot of experience. He's making his pro debut tonight, but he's no stranger to the octagon. He's been in quite a few fights, has a great amateur record, and he's saying, I'm excited to see him display his striking tonight.
And my wife is Cuban. I've been over there. I've been to Vieja. I was there for a week. So they're working right now to figure something out and to get something, send it back. I understand the grind. My father-in-law, Bruno, I understand everything that's going on right now, and we got to see if that's going to inspire him to be special.
And now Daniel Riveron is about to make his walk down to the cage. Trains out at Killcliff FC. We saw him at Double Down FC 1 in a grappling matchup. And one of the things that you look at both of these guys, and one of the things, and Israel kind of said this to us, is he is expecting Daniel to take the fight to the ground because, look, Daniel is known for his jiu-jitsu, but when you look at the gym he trains at, going up against a ton of high-level athletes each and every day.
Yeah, he's training over at Killcliff FC with some of the world champions right now, some of the top 10 UFC fighters in the game. He's got Emiliano Corey in his corner right now, so a lot of high-level guys. He's used to those tough looks every day, so he's going to be in the game.
And Shannon, I know you'll like this one. He had an academic scholarship to the University of Florida, but because of after COVID, he had to kind of go away, come back down here in South Florida. But he's a proud Gator.
Okay, I love the Gators. And it was one of the guys, when I was back there talking and I'm chopping up with the athletes, I talked to E about it. I was like, there are guys that are just almost too calm for me.
Yeah.
And he was one of them.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, Daniel, like he was looking like he was about to go shop at Publix. And his whole team was calm. But then he told me, he was like, no, it's some guys that need a different approach to things.
Yeah.
Some guys need to be excited, some guys need to be anxious, some guys need to be calm. And he was so calm. So I'm so excited to see and he looks like Drago off Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
And then my man Israel looks like he's about to walk out and slap somebody in the street. So I'm so excited for this fight because it's going to be two different styles. I can already tell.
Now we look at the tail of the tape here for this catchweight matchup brought to you by Zapata Gallery. Of course, a 1-year age difference between the two guys, both same height. A little bit of an edge on the weight for Daniel Riveron as we're going to go up to our cage announcer to get this one ready.
He's standing like Drago.
Ladies and gentlemen, this lightweight contest is brought to you by Demesman Dover Law Firm, YourAccidentAttorneys.com. If you've been in an accident, call them at 866-954-MORE. M-O-R-E. Our referee, Christopher Mignoghi. In the blue corner, weighing in at 157 pounds, from Hialeah Gardens, Florida, round 5 MMA, making his professional debut, Israel, the Cuban Viking, Hernandez. And in the red corner, weighing in at 160 pounds, from Miami, Florida, Kill Cliff FC, 0 wins and 1 loss, Daniel Riverson.
And there you have Daniel Riveron, who, when we talked to him, he talked about his keys to victory in this one, to be aggressive, stay in your face, and maul him. By the way, Shannon, he likes to play video games. Talk about Fortnite is a big one for him. He's also an Uber driver. So, if you're rolling around town, he could be your Uber driver.
Yes.
I feel very safe. He's my Uber driver, but I don't know, man. I'm going to say Hernandez, the
round 1, are you ready?
The athleticism of it.
Fight.
I'm thinking we got action.
And here we go here in our opening round here between Riveron and Hernandez.
Big low kick right away from Riveron as he comes out hard, very strong, and looks for the Muay Thai clinch. Hernandez doing a good job with the little dirty boxing, short little uppercuts there as he tries to keep this fight standing. Riveron right away on the legs as he shoots in there. Looks like he's trying to get a single leg takedown here. See if he can switch that to a body lock.
And Emilio, I think this is what we kind of expected here from Riveron, to try to get this one to the ground, to use his jiu-jitsu abilities. It's something me and you kind of talked about yesterday when we were talking about this matchup.
Yeah, but Riveron doing a good job. He's got Hernandez pinned against the fence right now. He's been generating a lot of power with those uppercuts right now. Ooh! Big right hands, generating a crazy amount of power there as he's got him up against the fence. He's doing a really good job imposing his will right now. Hernandez has got to circle off and be careful there. He needs to get an overhook or he's going to get his back taken, as he just did there. So it looks like Riveron is home right now. He's right where he wants to be. He's got the back. Yeah, he's on his back right now. He's going to look and break his base down. But Hernandez is doing a good job not getting taken down.
No grabbing the cage.
He's grabbing the fence. He's going to have to, ate a knee there trying to not grab the fence. But let me tell you, Riveron is a lot of pressure right now on the fence. He's giving Hernandez no space to move right now.
Hernandez wants to stay on his feet. It seems like he wants to punch. He wants to keep it away. But yeah, Riveron's not giving anything.
He's going to go for the broomstick here. See how he shoots that right hook in? Does a good job. If you're Riveron right now, you're going to want to try and get that right leg and try to get that second hook in. But he's got to be careful here not to blow his wad, trying to do too many takedowns. If Hernandez can get up right now and break away.
Riveron has his foot off the ground. He's standing on one foot. Yeah. You can't do anything with that.
Boom, there he goes again for the knees up the middle. Super aggressive. Look at him. Look at Riveron, man. He's not letting him move. Pin him against the fence the whole time, imposing his will.
Hernandez had told us that one of his keys to victory was about maintaining the range, which obviously has not happened to this point so far. He's got to try to find a way to get off the cage. I mean, Emilio, if you're in the corner of Hernandez, what are you yelling at him right now?
He's got to pummel that left arm in the inside and try to get double hooks right now.
Let's work. Both fighters, we got to work.
That was good right there. I would do exactly what he's doing right now. Push away, try to make space, frame on the face. Here he's doing a good job bringing his right arm inside as he tries to create space. But he's got to watch out there and bring that right arm around so he doesn't get his back taken like so. He's got to fight the hands now and try to circle up that fence.
And how much of this for Hernandez right now is saying, well, let me just weather this storm. Maybe Daniel wears down a little bit to maybe he can take advantage of it as we're through the halfway point here, our opening round here in our second matchup here on the main card of Double Down Fighting Championships 2.
Yeah, 100%. I always tell people it's a lot easier to defend takedowns and to try to go for them. So right now, Riveron could be using a lot of energy right now, trying to shoot those double legs, taking them down. If Israel can just breathe and relax, he might feel a different fighter in the second rounds.
Can you wait this out, E? Because Riveron, obviously, I'm looking at it. He is physically stronger than Hernandez. Can you just wait this out until he wears down?
Yeah, 100%. Nice elbow there by Hernandez.
Now they're back on their feet.
Yeah, Hernandez now is where he wants to be. Riveron separate away. If Hernandez now, let's see how his cardio holds up. I would like to see Hernandez put some jabs down the middle and start working his hands.
Beautiful
Did a good
left
job
hand.
there. Yeah, nice job there by Hernandez.
And it comes. You're seeing the confidence now coming from Hernandez here, now being off the fence, and this is where he wants the fight to be, and he's having a lot of success with that left hand.
That's what I'm saying.
Riveron trying to shoot right now?
Yeah, but he might have spent some energy in the first round trying to take him down. Oh, beautiful elbow! Hernandez just hit a nice elbow over the top, and he's putting the pressure on Riveron now. But look, Riveron is back on the fence.
That's where he wants to be.
That's where he wants to be, but he's having a hard time finishing the takedown right now.
You got to give a lot of credit here to Israel Hernandez stopping all these takedowns and limiting the submission attempts from Riveron.
Yeah, you just don't want to be on the fence for too long. He's spending a lot of time defending. You got to try to circle off the fence there and try to mount some offense like he did before.
50 seconds left here in our opening round here between Riveron and Hernandez.
So in this match right here, boys, we got the classic tale. You have the aggression versus the striking of Israel. Israel did a good job when he had space, landing combinations, but then Riveron did a great job closing space, dominating his will the whole fight. He's had this fight where he wants to be most of the rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you talk about the scoring of mixed martial arts
here,
that's a big takedown here, Riveron, with 24 seconds left to go. Let's see if he's going to have enough time to potentially get a rear naked choke submission in here. 18 seconds left here in our opening round here. Hernandez doing a great job of trying to defend this, and right now you're going to hear that 10-second clapper go off here, and for Hernandez now to get on top position.
Hernandez doing a good job staying on top, defending the takedown, finishing the round on top. Very close round, guys. You got the aggression of Riveron versus the defense of Israel. So
this is a good match.
I'm glad I'm not a judge right now, but he ate a big elbow and he's got a little bit of swelling on that right cheek, on his left cheek there.
The one thing you got to talk about is damage is our #1 scoring criteria here, but Riveron did control a lot of that round with his grappling.
Yes.
That's a tough one where I think, look, being around this game for a long time, I feel like the judges are going to favor Riveron, but to me, the more effective strikes and damage did come from Hernandez here. As we now look at our replay here of some of the action in this one, a lot of it up against the fence where Riveron was able to, but when Hernandez was able to get this fight in space, you could see the confidence level was there, and that's where he wanted the fight to be, Emilio.
Yeah, Hernandez did a good job keeping the fight on the feet. He didn't want to get taken down. He spends a lot of time on the fence, which is not good for the judges.
Let's go.
But as far as executing what he wanted to do,
fighter up,
with the little time he had with the space, he really did a good job managing the space.
They just got the fighters up, but I think Hernandez needs to reevaluate what the fight is like and how you need to approach, because we already know that Riveron is about to shoot. He wants to make it a wrestling match. He doesn't want to fight.
And here we go here in the second round here between Riveron and Hernandez. Of course, we saw Riveron try to utilize to get the fight to the ground here.
This is where Hernandez wants to be, here.
Nice jab by Hernandez.
He's going to get
nice jab, big uppercut by Hernandez that went through there. As Riveron tries to put him back against the fence.
Amelia,
nice jab there by Hernandez again.
It would just really seem that Riveron needs to have Hernandez respect his striking ability to be able to set up that takedown.
Yeah, I like to see Riveron put some strikes in front of it, but Israel's doing a good job. The confidence is starting to ooze right now as Israel starts to find his rhythm. Oh, big overhand. Another jab. 1-2. Good distance. Oh, and he got a little bit overzealous.
That's where Riveron needs to be. He has to stay on the ground.
Nice takedown there by Riveron. He needed it because he was getting a little bit eaten up on the feet, but did a good job getting the fight down to the ground. Israel's got to be careful there. He's got to watch that arm triangle. He's got to get that left arm out of there right now because he's in big trouble right now.
He's trying to use his left leg to push off of the fence here, but yeah, you're exactly right, Emilio. He's got to watch out for the arm triangle. And if you're a Riveron, what are you trying to do here?
Yeah, if you're Riveron, you're trying to get that right knee through. He's trying to tripod up, bring his hips up, get on his toes, and pass the guard right now. But in MMA, for half guards, this is a great position to be for Riveron.
But does he have enough room to be able to circle over?
Oh, he did a good job there, getting the back. Hernandez just gave up the back right now, going for that Kimura. That's one of the dangerous parts about going for the Kimura. But Riveron does a good job countering the strikes of Hernandez and getting on top right away and establishing dominant position. He's got 2 hooks in now, looking to finish the choke.
Watch the back of the head.
And there you see the referee warning him about the back of the head as he's trying to loosen up to be able to get both of his hands connected here.
Yeah, Hernandez doing a good job right now, being calm, breathing. He's got to fight those hands and try to get out of this bad position. If he can get on top, that would be a big. If he can get on top from here, that would be a big move for Hernandez. But he's got to watch out for that choke. He's got to watch out because his hand is keep. Riveron's doing a good job right now, attacking the neck.
This is not where Hernandez wants to fight.
No, right now this is a tough spot to be for Hernandez.
100% Riveron fight.
Oh, he's got the neck. He's got the neck. He's completely under the neck.
100% Riveron right
He's underneath.
now.
Oh, good job there.
He pulled it off.
Hernandez is fighting the hands, doing a good job. But he's got to watch out there. Riveron almost got the choke there on the second time.
2:30 left
for right
here.
arm rounds.
2:30 left here in our second round, and once again, Riveron's got that arm underneath the neck. Maybe more of a face crank at this point.
Yeah, it's hard to finish those chokes with the big gloves too. You know, sometimes it takes a little bit of takes a lot of energy trying to finish that rear naked choke. I tell you what, Hernandez is doing a good job right now, staying calm, fighting the hands, but he's losing the match right now. So he's got to get on top and try to get up. Because he's not getting submitted and he's not getting any damage, but he's in big trouble right now with giving up his neck.
I would ask you, the situation Hernandez is in, is it just fighting the arm that's trying to choke you?
Yeah.
You can't fight both of them.
No, yeah, you got to try to fight the hand of the neck with the arm that's around your neck. So right now, he's got Riveron's left arm attacking. He's got to attack that left arm and get it off, as he's doing right now. Doing 2-on-1 on the hands. He's going to try and peel that arm off and turn into him.
How much effort does it take to keep a guy like that? Like, how much effort is Hernandez? Because it doesn't look explosive, but it seems like it's very exhausting.
Yeah, right now for Daniel Riveron, he doesn't want to lose his position, and Israel Hernandez is wasting a lot of energy right now, fighting the hands, trying to keep his chin down, defending the choke. So he's doing a good job. He's very calm right now. He doesn't seem to be in much damage. Doesn't seem to be in much danger, but he's losing the match right now, so he's got to get up.
Can you train for this?
Oh, yeah. You can train this specific position right here.
What bench press helps you do that?
He's got to fight the hands and turn into him. He's going to have to try to get his back onto the mat and create space and release one of those hooks. Kind of what he's doing now, but he's going to be careful here. Riveron's doing a great job with control and staying on top, not giving up anything for position. I give you Daniel Riveron is very tight on top. He's being very secure. Look, not giving him an inch. And he's got to be careful here now. He might get some ground and pound going. Riveron looks like a big, strong guy. That's not the guy you want on top of you right now, I'll tell you right.
Yeah, in that mount position now, and this is one of the things of you got to be thinking, start raining down some punches right now.
Yeah, Riveron can posture up right now, throw some big elbows, and try to get this fight out of there, like so.
I mean, you have 25 seconds left here in the second round. If you're Riveron, you just got to start, I would think, start throwing some elbows here. One thing to remember, 12 to 6 elbows are now legal, so if he wanted to throw 12 to 6, he could.
Oh, my God.
Israel Hernandez is punching from the ground, but I would try to use that energy and try to get up right now.
Toes out of the fence.
Doing a good job. You can use your feet and try to circle out.
Do you capitalize on these last 10 seconds, or do you just win the round?
Time. I'm Riveron, I win the round.
And there you go. That's
So
the end.
don't give yourself any chance to get hit.
With 10 seconds left.
A massive round for Daniel Riveron. The first round, I think he likely won. But it wouldn't surprise me if the opening round did go to Hernandez because of that damage. But that was just a straight-up domination from Daniel. Once he was able to get that fight to the ground, really work against the fence.
Yeah. Let me tell you, he ate a lot of shots in the first minute of that round. So
and here's our
if Hernandez can keep this fight on the feet for this round, he can turn the tides. And with that close first round, this round right now is big. Whoever wins this round might steal this fight. So we're going in 1-1, I think, boys.
And you can see the replay here where he was having a lot of success standing up for Hernandez. But once Daniel Riveron got that fight to the ground, it was one-sided with Daniel Riveron. And now you can see his coaches talking to him. And now the question's got to be
in his corner right now.
Fellas, there is no way that Riveron's about to keep this on his feet.
Yeah, if I'm Riveron,
he's seen the success of it. Like, how does Hernandez approach this? Because he knows that the big man is about to attack the little man.
He's got to stick and move and stay long. He's got to use that jab and circle. See, don't close the distance. Stay long. Boom, kick and move. He's got to jab and move. Don't stand right in front of him because he's going to end up shooting again.
And I have to imagine.
The question is going to be is how much energy did Riveron use in that second round? Because when you get the back and you're on top trying to finish for the whole 5 minutes, it takes a lot of energy. So we might have a situation where Hernandez is the fresher fighter.
And
He does look a little bit fresh right now.
And Emilio, if you're in the Hernandez corner, I got to think you had to tell him, hey, we're likely down 2-0.
Yeah, you got to finish this fight, or a dominant 10-8 round on the feet might steal a decision, because the last round is the last thing the judges see. But let me tell you, he's doing a really good job right now with those straight punches down the middle, and I don't know if Riviron has enough to get that takedown. So we might see a change of tides right now, guys.
What I also seem to notice is
big left
Hernandez
hook.
he's not being over-aggressive
No, yeah.
when he lands punches, because there's times where Riveron kind of circles away from him that he could be a little more aggressive, but maybe that goes into maybe worry about that takedown.
Nice. Look, Israel's doing a good job right now. He's got to stay calm, not close the distance, and stay long. Because right now he might be in a good situation where he's feeling a little bit fresher. It's a long 5 minutes right now.
Hernandez definitely looks like the fresher fighter here.
Yeah, nice
Really
1-2, left
really
uppercut.
does.
Oh, big elbow. Hernandez just got to be very aware right now, not let this fight get back on the ground.
You got to
Might be in a
imagine.
situation where Riviron spent a lot of energy in that second round, man. I can see.
Sometimes
Sometimes all those muscles work against you. You know, the fighter body sometimes, you know, doesn't take a lot of energy to sustain that body of Hernandez. Nice low kick, a little bit labored, but you can tell both fighters are a little bit tired right now.
They're juiced.
The game is slowed down, but it's really fun.
Really takes it out of you.
Hernandez is, 100%, Shannon.
Guys, we're approaching 2 minutes into this round. Riveron has not attempted one takedown yet.
He might not have it in him, but he's about to give it up a takedown right here.
He wants to lean against the,
If
he wants to lean against the cage.
He can steal the fight right now with a big takedown. Riveron can change the tide of this third round. I want to see Israel dig that underhook on the left side and circle, but he's going to get dumped. Oh, this is a huge takedown for Riveron in round 3. Big takedown. This could solidify the fight right here if he stays on top with more than 3 minutes left in the rounds. And he goes straight to the mount. Wow. Very impressive by Riveron. Took a little bit of a beating on the feet there, but got the fight to where he wanted it.
What does Hernandez do now? Because his back's on the mat and he's on the top of him.
He's got Riveron on top. He's got to try to fight those hands, buck his hips on the inside and get those knees in. Try to get to half guard and then try to get an underhook. But he's doing a good job. Oh, there you go. He might. Oh, he might. Exactly that. Exactly.
Yes, he has to turn.
Wow. Oh, he's got the back right now. He said his jiu-jitsu. Israel told us in the pre-fight press conference that he's confident in his jiu-jitsu, but he just lost the position there. That's where you got to look. Position over submission. He went for the submission.
Was that a mistake right there? Because it seemed like he could have capitalized on that position.
Now Riviron is back on top and still plenty of time left. If Riviron can steal this round right now by staying on top with some
watch the back of the head. Don't hit him in the back of the head.
As we got the action right in front of us. We got Riviron in the half guard on top. And a real slugfest. We got a real barn burner here, this one, guys.
Yeah, it looks like he's looking for that arm choke. We saw him go there for earlier on in this matchup. But if you're Hernandez, you got to try to get back on your feet, because that is your opportunity to win this
Both
fight.
fighters got to work here.
Yeah,
position or action.
Riveron's doing a good job right now in the half guard.
Interesting referee giving the warning there.
Who wants to make this a decision? Riveron, correct?
Yes.
So he wants to roll around for a minute.
Yeah, Hernandez needs to try to get this underhook on the left side and pummel up to his feet and get his striking back off. But Riveron's doing a good job right now, staying chest to chest, no space. He's got the underhook on the right side, working the body, coming up top to the head.
65
Very
seconds
composed.
left in our matchup here in the third round. Riveron, of course, controlling it with his grappling, which is something we did expect that would be his game plan leading into this one. Once again, still, I mean, even though the referee gave a warning there for a minute, he is being active here trying to advance position.
Yeah, Riveron now is in side control.
Let's
start
work.
looking for submissions here. This is a bad spot to be if you're Israel Hernandez. You're on the bottom, side control right now. You got to work on getting an underhook on the left side and getting up to your feet. As he goes to mount right now.
Utilizing knees to get into that mount position, looking for
got
that
the
arm triangle.
He's trying to talk on the phone and not let him close that distance right now. He's got to be careful here.
It's power.
And Riveron looks like he's arm triangled a few guys in his past. So.
Power versus strength.
Oh, yeah.
It would seem like this is a go-to submission for him.
Yeah.
Power has taken over.
He's in the mount position right now. Beautiful spot to be.
Yeah.
What a performance by Riveron. Way to turn it around in the third round there.
10 seconds left
very,
here.
very close fight, man.
What's this called?
This is full mount position for
full
Riveron.
mount
Now he's got the back mount here.
I got 3 kids. I know about both of them.
Stop fighting. Good fight, guys. Good fight.
And there is our final battle between
what a battle.
Daniel Riveron and Israel Hernandez. And really, guys, the story of this fight is the grappling ability of Daniel Riveron, being able to utilize that. Israel Hernandez had some spots when this fight was on the feet. I mean, he landed some damaging shots here, but ultimately it was about the grappling here of Daniel Riveron, of course, out of Killcliff FC, as I would expect that he is going to get his first professional victory here in the Double Down Fighting Championship cage here. And, there you see the damage there on Israel Hernandez, and just had to battle off submission after submission from Daniel Riveron. Great performance here by Riveron as he's go to the decision here between these two guys. Now we look at the final moments of this fight here as he got into the mount position, Emilio.
Yeah, he did a great job getting on top. He ate some strikes in the beginning of round 3, but great composure by Riveron. Found a way to win, got on top, and if you ask me, he stole that decision there. Close back and forth in the first round, ate some shots in the beginning of the second and third round, but he pulled through, showed a lot of resilience and versatility in his attack, and he's able to get that fight on the match, back on the ground. And very impressive. Very impressive.
And one of the things that Daniel said to us leading into this fight yesterday was, I got to stay in his face, and I got to maul him. And that's what he did. He was constantly in his face. Start that third round, he was, Israel Hernandez was able to keep that range, which he knew was key for him in this matchup.
Yeah, 100%. Man, very close match, though. I tell you what, on the feet, Israel did a great job using his distance. Nice uppercuts in round 3. Great cardio. Just a couple little zigs where he should have zagged, and we might have a totally different decision on our hands. So a lot to take. Congratulations to both fighters. That was a truly amazing fight. Both guys showed a lot of heart and resilience, and nothing to keep your head down on that one, no matter who takes this one.
Yeah, a solid matchup between Daniel Riveron and Israel Hernandez. I'll tell you, me and Emilio were talking about what fights could go to the distance. We thought this was one that had that potential here.
Yeah.
So let's go up to our cage and announcer Bill Barr to find out our official winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by unanimous decision, in the red corner, Daniel Riveron.
Daniel Riveron is our winner here, winning by unanimous decision, getting the win here. He's now 1-1 in his career. Of course, his first fight since April of 2023. And we are going to go up to Shannon Crowder, who is going to be talking to our winner, Daniel Riveron, getting his first professional victory here. And let's go up to the cage to Shannon Crowder.
I'll go that way. Thank you.
My man, I saw you backstage. Y'all are very serious. Your whole team is serious. Look, they don't even smile. Can y'all smile now? Are y'all ready to smile? Because y'all ain't smile backstage.
Not excited.
Was the plan to go to the ground? Because that's exactly what we saw. As soon as you went down, that's when you started dominating.
Not at all, man, bro. I wanted to strike with him, but I guess from watching the videos, I must have underestimated his striking, because even though I won that fight, I gotta say that's probably the hardest fight of my career. But that's a good thing, man. That means that I learned a lot. Even though I won, I learned a lot from this fight, and I know I got a lot of holes in my game, but dude, I'm a gamer, bro. I'm always in the gym. I'm always looking how to get better. And a lot of respect to my opponent. That was really one of my hardest fights, man. Straight up.
A lot of holes in your game, but ain't no holes in your body, because you a little thumb wrestler, like Drago off Rocky, a little Drago. But so from here, moving forward, so you say it's holes in your game, what do you need to work on? What is that? What's the next step in your progression with your mean-ass corner?
Yeah, man, I want to be able to strike in my next fight, Like, I do a lot of work with my striking in the gym. My striking works really good, but I guess, like, it's a little different when the other guy's actually trying to fucking kill you, But I feel like I did a decent amount of striking. I know I landed a couple shots in the first round. Then I started to, like, get a little tired in the second and third, but, like, I just got to keep working on my striking, and I think even though I have holes, like, I'm not a bum on the feet, Like, I can set myself up for the takedowns. And, like, I work with Emiliano. I work with Abdulaziz, bro. Emiliano's got my striking up, like, 1,000%. And Abdulaziz, well, what can I say about this guy, bro? He's should be a UFC champion already. And my boy Matt, man, I appreciate you, dog.
I know, but I haven't eaten.
Can I whoop their ass? I'm just playing. Don't worry about it. Appreciate y'all, man. Congratulations. Y'all, please. I'm joking, man. Y'all don't say nothing to me. Congrats, bro.
If it's to 6:30, I ate at like
Thank you to my
3:30.
family. Hey, thank you to everybody at Killcliff. Thank you to my mom and my dad and all my coaches, my strength and conditioning coach, everybody that's helped me. You know who you are. Thank you so much.
Really? Wow, that's even crazier.
It's blood on the mic. Your mouth is bleeding. Y'all nasty. Y'all some nasty.
Ends up getting it. Riveron, relentless with the takedowns, did a great job getting the fight to where he wanted it. Took some big shots in round 2 and 3, but showed a lot of resilience, a lot of heart, and really did a tremendous job getting the fight to where he wanted it and getting the job done by any means necessary. Very impressive fight by both fighters.
And I think it's very interesting him talking about in the post-fight interview with Channing, talking about, hey, he got a little tired in this one, but just utilize that grappling, you know, and it was, I thought it was interesting him talking about, hey, I wanted to showcase my striking a little bit in this one, but his grappling was just so dominating. And, you know, that arm triangle choke had a couple opportunities in the second and third round. But, you know, that's going to be one of those performances he's going to look back and say, you know what, hey, I got the win, but there's some things I can improve on.
No, 100%. And he showed a lot of resilience in that fight. The fight didn't go exactly how he wanted. He had a hard time getting the takedown, but he got the takedown and he found a way to win, which is most important. So that's a lot that he can take into his career in the future. He fought the resistance. He had a little bit of adversity, but he found a way to win and to get the fight where he felt comfortable and win by impressive and finish dominant also. So very impressive by both fighters, but especially for Riveron. Excited to see what's next for him.
And now we're going to move on to our next matchup, which is a lightweight matchup. As announced, as Rene Roberts is going to make his way to the Double Down FC cage, as he is going to be making his pro debut in this one. His last MMA fight was back in 2021. He's a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu fighter, and he said, yes, I'm a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu fighter with striking in this one. Cuban-American, raised in Miami. He has his twin brother, and we had a chance to talk to both of them, and his twin brother said, he goes, hey, we're adrenaline junkies. We like fighting. Also, they both love the skateboard.
Yeah, both guys. I'm really excited for this one. Rene Robert is very focused. He's determined to get the job done. He's got his Gracie background in martial arts, so I'm super excited to see what he brings to the table in his debut for Double Down FC.
And one of the things that I thought was interesting was when we asked him about what do you think you're going to see for your opponent here, and he says he envisions Christian Esquilin and grappling him. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I see that. I just don't know. We've had a chance to call Christian's pro debut. I'm not sure if I quite see that in terms of this one. But one thing he did say to us is, that's a good look. I have to impose my will. I have to express myself. This is a lifelong martial artist with a tremendous opportunity here inside the Double Down FC cage tonight.
Yeah. Rene Robert, he's got his chance making his Double Down FC debut. He's pumped, and I know he's excited to put on a show for the fans right now and make a statement in his debut today. He's going up against up-and-comer Christian Esquilin, so it's going to be quite a tall order.
And he talked about that. He said, he goes, look, I know there are guys that do not want to fight Christian. He goes, to be the best, you got to beat the best. He goes, that's what I'm here for. I want to fight the best competition possible. And he has got a tough task here in his pro debut in taking on Christian Esquilin, who we saw back at Double Down Fighting Championship 1, had a great performance at Double Down FC 1. It only took him 32 seconds in his opening round. And when you're around his team, you can see the aura around the Glorious.
Yeah.
And you see it around him. And, of course, his teammate, Cheyenne Serrano, won earlier tonight. Now he steps inside the cage.
Yeah, Christian Esquilin making the walk now as he makes his walk to the octagon. He's got representing the Puerto Rican flag. He's got Tigre Castellanos in his corner right now. Great team over there. I'm excited to see a lot of prospect coming out of Christian Esquilin right now.
And when you have these conversations with the fighters, and I've had a chance over the years to talk to a ton of fighters, and one of the things that really stuck out to me and what he said to us yesterday was, I got to be present in the fight over the outcome.
Yes. Yeah, he's focused on being present. He wants to be in the moment and embrace it as it comes. You know, he's trying to get to that free flow state. And what he's really focusing on now for this fight.
And the other thing he talked to us about was training smarter. Usually, we hear that from a fighter who's got 10, 15 pro fights.
Yeah.
Not a fighter who has one pro fight. And I thought we was talking about being smart with his sparring, not realizing this is the hard part. Don't go out and have these wars inside the training room, which Emil, you've been on this game a long time. We don't always hear about that with young fighters.
Oh yeah, this is a guy who's definitely wise beyond his years. You can tell he has UFC admirations. He's got a lot of hope and promise, and he's really got his head in the right spot. It feels like he's got his head locked in. He knows he's been training smart and doing everything that needs to do to get the job done tonight. So I'm really excited for this one and one of our most anticipated bouts of the evening.
And here is our tail of the tape for this one, brought to you by Zapata Gallery. Of course, the pro debut for Roberts, 1-0 for Christian, 25 years old. A slight height advantage here for Christian Escalene. In this matchup, great matchup here in the 155-pound division. And let's go up to our cage announcer to get us ready for this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, this lightweight contest is brought to you by Master Boxing, the Fight Game's #1 resource for elite boxing training systems. Master Boxing, engineering the ultimate weapon in every fighter. Your referee, Ray Ramos. Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 155 pounds, from Miami, Florida, Robert Brothers MMA, with a professional record of 1 win, 1 loss, Rene Pantera Negra Rodriguez. And in the red corner, weighing in at 155 pounds, from Miami, Florida, Young Tigers Martial Arts, with a record of 1 win, 0 defeats, Christian the Glorious Esquilin.
And if you happen to follow Christian on Instagram, they put a ton of great content out there, Shannon. I know you would appreciate with some of the stuff he puts out there. He has his own media team following him around.
Bro, I'm not going to lie to you.
Any questions?
The Glorious is one of my favorites. I love his demeanor. I love what he does. I love how he fights. I saw the first fight, his 1-0 fight last time.
Good.
And I think we're going to have a competition right now.
Yeah, don't blink when it comes to these two guys as we're going to start here in the lightweight division in Down Fighting Championship. But here we go.
Christian Esquilin in that orthodox stance. Oh, big right hand and he shoots right away. Robert with a big right kick right away, comes off aggressive, throws another kick as Esquilin brings it down to the match. He brings it down right away, goes for the takedown. He's got the body lock as he works to get this match down to the ground again. Robert doing a good job separating, creating space.
Esquilin is young and strong. That's why I love him. Stand on his feet, throw, but he can also get at you. He can also grapple. I like guys that have all the angles of fighting, and I think Christian's very special.
Yeah, Christian doing a good job right now. Nice jab right there as Robert felt that jab right away. Oh, big overhand back to the left hand. Esquilin doing a good job staying nice and patient right now, not rushing anything, letting the fight come to him. Oh, big left hand, beautiful level change there as he goes for a takedown again. But Robert's doing a good job right now defending it. A little bit harder to take down. He's got the wizard on the left hand on the overhook there. Did a good job bringing that left underhook as Esquilin tries to use that outside trip to bring him down. Rene Robert doing a good job keeping this fight on the feet. Nice little rabbit punch there with his little right hand. Esquilin doing a good job being patient here.
Watch the fingers, watch the fingers.
Oh, it goes for the double leg. Another shoot and a miss there for Esquilin as he goes for a double leg takedown. Nice low kick there.
So you're
Robert felt that one.
You're hearing the referee talking about watch the fingers. I believe he's talking about Rene here with sticking his hands out there. But
Nice.
Renee was spot on when he saw this. He goes, hey, I'm expecting a takedown, and that's what we've seen from Christian to this point.
Yeah, good job. He's doing a good job keeping the fight on the feet, but Esquin is finding a range for that. He's finding a home for that jab right now. Ooh,
Watch
big
the
right
fingers.
hand as he got poked.
Time.
Ooh, got a little eye poke there.
Over there.
So
He got warned about
Over
that
here.
too.
now, look, he has
Over
been
here.
warned. Now,
Time.
this is going to be the
Go.
interesting part of
Over
here.
here.
Is it a hard warning? Will he potentially take a point away here? But he has warned Renee Roberts a couple of times here about putting his fingers out there.
Okay.
And there you see our referee talking to both fighters here.
Careful, okay? With the fingers, okay?
Just
Is that ever strategic?
that looked like a soft warning.
Take your time.
Is that ever strategic, though?
He'd have better answer for you there.
¿Estás seguro? Watch that fingers,
Just
Papa.
sit back.
Okay?
You know what
Watch
I'm saying?
it.
Like,
Sometimes you need a little
Time
breather,
back
you know?
in.
All right, we're back to the action. Esquin doing a good job countering that low kick with a straight 1-2 down the middle. Ooh, nice left hook there. Ooh, knee again. Big knee as he comes inside. Oh, head kick. Man, Renee Roberts doing a decent little job keeping his fight on the feet, but another knee there. Oh. Nice scrappy little performance there by Renee Roberts, making the fight ugly, keeping it on his feet as he goes with the overhand right now. Nice 1-2 there.
Watch your fingers. No, that was
Skin
good.
looked like he went
Let's
for a
go.
little-
Watch your fingers, guys.
Aborted
Both.
the flying knee. He's doing a good job breathing right now. Both fighters looks like they're starting to get that second wind in, you know? Let the fight go in. Nice little teep there by Esquin. Oh, Robert with a little jump flying knee to the right hands. Oh, he felt that one. He felt that one. He did not like that. He might have been a little bit compensated from that body shot. Oh, another nice knee to the body by Esquin. I would try to go low with that. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Try to throw a high kick up there and mix it up. Doing a good job right now. Keeping pressure. Very versatile in his attacks.
Roberts has to change this up.
Oh,
He's
big knee up the
controlling.
middle.
Christian's controlling this whole fight. He has
Yeah.
to change something up.
Yeah, Christian
Renee
doing a
has
good
to
job.
change something up.
Christian doing a good job bouncing back and forth from left to right, southpaw to orthodox. As he goes for another. Oh, nice. Little swing and a miss there by Renee Robert. Esquin doing a good job. We got to get this back on the fence.
Watch the fingers. Both.
Looking for the Muay Thai
That's good.
clinch.
That's good.
Robert's body language is looking a little bit. There you go. As he put it together now. Nice low kick there by Robert. He looks like he's starting to breathe a little bit heavy. Big overhand right there. Looks like Esquin saw that. Oh, nice lean back there by Esquin. He's putting the pressure now back in the orthodox stance. Nice left hook, right hand. Oh, beautiful uppercut by Esquin with the knee to follow up. Oh, and he finally gets his ground to the match where he wanted it.
Beautiful takedown
Yeah,
there
nice.
by Christian.
Nice little throw there by Christian, using momentum to get on top. And this is where he wants to fight.
Seemed like this is where he wanted to be all
Yeah,
fight.
that's where he wanted to be.
35 seconds left here in our opening round. Really a round that Christian has been taking, landing the better shots and really attacking the body
Yeah,
of
good job
Roberts.
there. Yeah, look how he grapevines over the legs, traps his knees. But Renee Robert, good job getting up to his feet. Didn't accept the takedown. Fighting for the Muay Thai punch. Yeah, Renee Roberts making this fight ugly, man. This is exactly what he needs to do for keys to victory
Watch
here.
the back. Watch
Gotta
the
watch
back.
out with those elbows. You don't want to throw in a legal
Stop
strike
at
right
the
now
bell.
and have something, you know? But Esquin
Stop
going
at
for the
the bell.
takedown again.
Watch that. Watch that up.
Right.
And that concludes
Very
our
nice. We're going to
opening
round
round between Christian Escalin and Renee Roberts. And really, I think you talk about the storyline of that opening round, guys. To me, it goes down to Roberts being able to stop the takedown attempts of Christian Escalin, but also Escalin being able to attack the body with those kicks and knees.
It seems like Renee doesn't know what he wants to do. What's his approach to this fight? Does he want to be on his feet? He doesn't want to get on the ground, but he doesn't seem like he wants to be aggressive fighting.
Yeah,
I don't
Renee-
know what his planning was for this fight.
Yeah, I think Renee wants to keep the fight on the ground. He wants to keep the fight on the feet, excuse me.
Nope.
He did a good job with the overhand right and some wild exchanges. He was able to find some success and that real wild in those hands that he was throwing there, you know?
That's
if
what
I'm in Skian's corner, I'm going to tell him to relax and breathe and set up those takedowns. Try to be a little bit more.
Seconds
Try
out.
not to rush those
Seconds
takedowns
out.
so much and try to get
Seconds
on top.
out. Let's go.
And there
Let's
to
go,
me,
let's go,
looking
let's
at the
go.
replay there, the one of the knees that he landed, it seems like maybe it could be a follow-up with it because you see how he's kind of running around there here.
Step back,
As we
Poppy,
now
step
enter
back.
our second round here, of course. When we
Good,
saw
good.
Escaline earlier this year, he only needed 32 seconds. Now he enters the second round.
Bring that up.
It's got to be good, though. Those are the nice teep to the body there by Rene Roberts. Those will get you all. There you go. Niskian is back where he wants this, on his back with the broomstick there. He's going to try to use that.
Grab the cage.
Use that
Good.
body lock to suck those hips in. But Rene Robert doing a great job with the double underhooks right now. Reverse the situation.
Yeah.
And now he's got his feet on the fence.
I hit him. You hit him in the nuts, bro.
I did it.
I said it. Time.
I hit him.
Time. I saw it in the nuts.
I hit him with the
Over
thigh.
here. Over here.
I hit him with the thigh.
Over here, Negro. I saw it. Over here.
I'm not sure if it's a smart decision to start arguing with the referee.
You okay, man?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see. We need to. I didn't see
up
the
and down.
knee. I missed that one. Rene Roberts feels that it
No,
didn't
Papa,
need.
look.
It's a
You were
panic.
aiming for the thigh.
It's
you
a
hit his
panic.
nuts. I saw it right there, Papa. I saw it solid. You were aiming, but you hit him there. I know you were aiming, but you hit him. Papa, don't let me take a point. Come on, man. Fight good, bro.
I love how the ref deal with that. I love how the ref deal with that.
Yeah, Renee
Let's talk to him.
Yeah, Ramos.
Let's get right. It's not trying to be nothing
Okay,
nasty.
you sure?
Let's have a
Come on,
clean
hey.
fight.
All right, here we
No
go.
more fouls, baby. Let's go. Go.
And the aggression has to stay.
And what you see there, to me, it's the referee taking over, saying, you know what,
Yes.
I'm going to be a force here. I'm not going to allow it to go. We've seen
Nice
it
right
several
hand
warnings
over
already.
the top from Niskian. He's starting to find his rhythm now. Looks like he's starting to find his range with those strikes. Left hook. But Rene Robert answering back right away. Very aggressive with those strikes, man. Rene Robert's coming in. He's fighting hard right now.
Renee's throwing haymakers.
Rene didn't get. He didn't get the memo. He's here to win.
But when you throw haymakers, you're going
Takes
to
a
leave
lot of
yourself
energy.
wide open.
Yeah, 100%. Little jump knee there by Rene.
I love the aggression out of
Ooh,
Renee, though.
nice right hand. Beautiful
I love
right hand
it.
over the top from his skin. He goes to the Muay Thai punch. Oh, big knee. Huge flying knee there by his skin from the Muay Thai clinch. Excellently done there. Oh, beautiful lean back by his skin. Yeah, man, he's starting to feel himself now. Check that kick. Beautiful check on that low kick. I know Rene Robert felt that one. Oh, beautiful counter with the
He
jab.
looks so confident.
Yeah, his skin's trying to find his home now for those strikes.
Emilio,
Big right.
it almost seems like Renee needs to make this a brawl.
Yeah, when Rene commits to those shots and kind of makes it ugly, he starts to find some spots for those shots. But his skin is a little bit too composed right now, doing a good job moving around. Nice lean back there by his skin.
But as Renee throw these haymakers, it's going to open up something, won't it?
Yeah, he's gotta be
It
careful
seems
there.
like his skin is waiting for those haymakers to come.
Yeah, his skin doing a good job right now, staying smart and being composed. Not trying to force the action. Let the fight come to him. Oh, nice left hook. He's landed that left hook a few times. Nice frame there also, keeping that distance.
And one of the things I've really noticed with Christian in this one is a lot of composure. You know, a lot of younger
Yeah.
fighters might be a little more aggressive trying to get the finish, but we're really seeing composure from him and a lot of calmness in choosing his strikes.
Yeah, the skin right now is doing a good job of answering to Rene Robert, because Rene doing a good job, man. He's fighting the takedowns and he's answering back with some nice shots. But Skin's able to keep his composure and find his spots and not force the action. Very composed for him.
2:20 left here in our second round between Escaline and Rene
Oh,
Roberts.
nice uppercut there by Escaline again. Oh, another. He keeps finding a spot for that over. Oh, big
Down
head
goes
kick.
Roberts.
Roberts back up there.
Escaline now looking for
jumps
the
on
rear
neck.
naked
Oh,
choke.
he jumped on that neck, and it's
And
all over.
It is all
By rear
over.
naked choke.
The
Yeah.
Glorious is now 2-0 in his professional career. First time it was a first round TKO. This time it is a second round submission for Christian Escaline out of Young Tigers Martial Arts here in Miami, Florida. Just a solid transition to get to get the rear naked choke there, Emilio.
Yeah, big win. He jumped on that rear naked choke right away. The minute he saw the back, he took that submission right away. Could have got the TKO, it looked like, but he settled for the submission. So we got one stoppage and we got one submission with 100% finishing rate for Christian Escaline.
Second time, second win. I think the Glorious is something special. He's going to be something.
Yeah.
The conditioning, the calm he has, everything is always just the next punch. It's not leading up to anything, and that's what I love about him.
Yeah, he set up the finish with the high kick, effective ground and pound, and jumped on that back like a ninja. Look at this. Boom! Look at that head kick.
The head kick that
Look
takes
at that
to
ground
the
and
ground.
pound. And look at this right here. Boom! Look at this ninja move right here. Boom!
And if you
He
notice,
didn't have a second. He was on that neck. He shot for that choke right away. Executed it flawlessly.
Renee quickly
Flawless finish.
tapped there in terms of that one. And I'll tell you, before the fight card started, one of our photographers came up to us, who's Christian's father, and as that fight ended, he just gave me the big smile like, yeah, my boy went out there and did it. So let's go up to our cage announcer, Bill Barnard, for our official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, at round 2, 3 minutes and 1 second, your winner on account of submission by rear naked choke, in the red corner, Christian Esquilin.
Christian Esquilin improves to 2-0 in his young career, and we are going to hear from the Glorious as he is going to be talking with Shannon Crowder.
Don't grab me. Don't grab me. Please don't grab me. Bro, what was the plan though? Because it seemed like you were shooting, trying to get on the ground, but then you got on your feet, and then you got on the ground, then you got on the feet, then you finished on the ground. What was the plan of this fight? I couldn't see it.
Honestly, you probably would know better than me. I was just trying to get in, get out, you know, try everything out. I want to see how my grappling felt, how my striking felt, so I'm glad I was able to get some striking out. The grappling, that was just sloppy. There's no excuse for that, but we'll be back in the gym, we'll make it better, and we'll come back and be even stronger.
And the first fight, that I saw, you stopped him very early. This one, you had to sit down and get back up. Was it different when you had to reevaluate the team, get right, figure it out?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a blessing and a curse, you know, like it's fun getting out of there real fast the first time, but then you get that in your head that you can do that to anybody. Hey, you know, I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but for some of these other fighters, they would have to see. But no, it's good to come in here, get that experience, you know. It's not, I wouldn't call it adversity, but when you think you're going to come in and just have an easy time with wrestling or whatever, and then you don't, you have to figure out a way to deal with that. So good thing I'm not just a wrestler, I'm a striker too, so I can handle it wherever it goes.
What you like more?
Winning.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, whatever it takes, I don't care. It's MMA. If I like boxing, if I like striking more, I would go be boxing. If I like grappling more, I would go be grappling. I'm in this because I want to be the best fighter in the world, not the best grappler, not the best boxer. I want to be the best fighter, period. So if you don't believe me, that's fine. You'll send somebody that will fight me, and they'll turn you into a believer real quick.
And the nickname, The Glorious, because I'm calling the fight, I started calling you The Glorious because I've seen the first two. Are you glorious?
I mean, y'all tell me.
I love the confidence, baby.
And there is your winner.
I want to say shout out to everybody here who came supporting me. Shout out Miami. Shout out all y'all in the crowd. Shout out my team, Young Tiger. Shout out AMG, RST, all y'all. Love everybody. Thank you for coming to support me. And Puerto Rico, vamos, estamos en la casa.
And now you see the highlights of this one. Christian Esquilin and Renee Roberts here. And of course, Emilio, look at his action. The knees of Christian Esquilin, I think, has got to be a big talking point about this matchup.
Yeah, what I'm most impressed with this match, Jason, is Christian Esquilin's patience and his ability to adapt to the fight. He thought the game plan was going to be to take this guy down and finish him on the ground. He had a little bit of trouble getting him to the ground, but he was able to use his striking to set up the takedowns eventually later on. So he showed a lot of patience and showed that he was able to keep his composure. Even though the fight wasn't going exactly how he wanted, he still was able to dominate, control every minute of the fight, and get the job done eventually as the fight came to him. So very experienced, very composed for such a young fighter.
And there you hear him talking about it, it's like, hey, if I wanted to be just a boxer, I go boxing. If I want to be a grappler, I go out and grapple. But no, I want to be the best mixed martial artist. And this is Double Down Fighting Championship 2. We still got a ton of action coming for you throughout the night.
The rest of the water, it's about to be right. Now, Florida's a home. You are our family, our future. The difference between you and us, your kids, now, for us, personally. If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954 more. That's 866-954-6673. The message will call. We will ask you to choose.
Introducing Extreme Irish Home Service. Serving your hour day and home. We bring the tire truck to you. Whether you're at home or work or even at the beach, we've got them covered. It's just call 954-773-2096 or visit extrememobiletires.com. You can schedule a tire change at your convenience. Our friendly and professional team ensures you get top-notch service without a hassle. No more waiting, no more lost time. Just pure convenience and reliability. So why not make life easy? Choose Extreme Tires Mobile Service and local companies. Remember, for tire changes anywhere in the right day and phone use, 954-773-9196 or extrememobiletires.com. Get back on the road with Extreme Tires Mobile Service today.
Today
Welcome back to Double Down Fighting Championship 2. We're going to kick off here in the 130-pound catch weight here as Jared Braun is making his way to the cage. Trains out of the MMA lab there in Phoenix, Arizona. He is 1-1 in his career. He is coming off a split decision loss back at LFA 176 in February. And Emilio, when we talked to him about that fight, I asked him what was his learning lesson from that fight. And he just said, damage is king.
Yeah, I think he said he didn't, in that last fight, he learned a lot of lessons that he's taken away that he wants to use in this fight this time around. Correct his mistakes and get back in the winning column.
And he is a college wrestler training alongside Benson Henderson and a ton of great guys there at the MMA lab. Got into MMA from Izzy Martinez. For people who've been around mixed martial arts, as a very familiar name. Trained a lot of guys, John Jones, a lot of guys up there in that Chicago area scene there. And when he talked about this matchup, he said, first, I want everyone to know I fight to represent Jesus Christ. And his key to victory is about being unpredictable. And we brought up a word that he really talked about, and this is something you talk to a lot of fighters about, is being able to blend all the martial arts together.
Yeah, exactly. His goal right now is to be able to make some damage, land the damage, get his takedowns. He's got a strong wrestling pedigree, so I'm excited to see what he brings to the octagon this week.
And one of the interesting things about this matchup is the fact that he is taking on someone who has not competed in multiple years. And I thought it was interesting when I asked him that question of how do you kind of take that in. He goes, I'm not sure what to expect. He goes, he could be the same guy. He could be a different guy. He goes, I'm going to find out when the referee says, let's go.
Yeah, it's always a wild card factor, right? He doesn't know if Victor Flores has been at the house the whole time. on the couch, not training at all, or if he's been in the gym every single day for the last 3 years, completely reinventing himself. So it's a lot of risk coming in when you fight a guy who's taking such a long break. So like Jared Braun, he's pretty confident that whatever Victor Flor he gets, he's going to be able to get the victory.
Victor Flor is a guy that I am very familiar with. I remember seeing his last matchup, which, by the way, November the 8th, 2019.
Wow.
It is November the 8th, 2024. It has been a while. You know, we asked him about the inactivity. He said part of it was injuries, part of it was life. You know, had a child since his last matchup here. And when he talked about his key to victory, he said pressure, keep the fight standing. And, you know, I was over on his Instagram, and one of the captions that he had was, deadly fast hands, can't wait to let these hands fly.
Yeah. Victor Flor, he wants to keep the fight standing on the feet and use his striking prowess to get the victory tonight. The question is going to be, can Jared Braun get this match to the floor, or can he bring Victor Flor to the floor, or can Victor Flor keep this fight on the feet where he wants it?
Victor training out of American Top Team here in Coconut Creek, Florida. He has been in Coconut Creek for a long time. I follow him on Instagram. He has been training all this time away. So, you know, it's one of those things of, you're the fighter here. Is cage rust real?
Well, everybody feels that it's different depending on your training camp. I personally feel that if you have a good training camp, maybe 1 or 2 rounds, it just affects every fighter differently, but we're excited to see a lot of questions to be answered in this next fight coming up. But I'll tell you what, Victor Flor is training at American Top Team in Coconut Creek with Bahumpa world champions, guys like Dustin Poirier, Alexandra Pantoja. He just had Pedro Munoz training there recently, so you know he's training at that flyweight weight class. He has a ton of training partners there of some of the top guys in the world to help bring his game up.
I think one of the things that interests me about this matchup, when you're talking about someone on one side of the cage has not fought in a couple of years versus another fighter who's coming off a loss just a couple of months ago, who is going to be that aggressor to start the matchup? I almost kind of lean this, and I'll get your thoughts on this, that if you're Jared, do you kind of play back a little bit and say, let me kind of fill you out and see if you show me anything different than what I've seen on film previously?
Yeah, 100%. But Jared Braun he's got to find that fine line between feeling him out and also getting the fight down. But he doesn't want to rush. You don't want to charge in, shooting takedowns without putting some strikes in front of it. So you want to be able to be composed and be patient.
And now we are going to go to our tail of the tape for this one, the 130-pound catchweight matchup here. Our tail of the tape is brought to you by Zapata Gallery. You see the weight pretty much identical, a 2-inch height advantage for Victor Flor in terms of this one, and he is 6 years older than Jared Braun. Look for this matchup here, a catchweight matchup at 130 pounds, and we'll go up to our cage announcer to get us ready for this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, this catchweight contest is brought to you by Dynamic Auto Movers, the #1 auto transporter in the USA. Transporting vehicles anywhere in the country, 888-210-9906. Your referee, Christopher Mignocci. In the blue corner, weighing in at 130 pounds, from Phoenix, Arizona, MMA Lab, with a professional record of 1 victory, 1 defeat, Jared Braun! And in the red corner, weighing in at 130 pounds, from Coconut Creek, Florida, America Top Team, with a professional record of 4 wins and 2 losses, Victor "Slick Vic" Flor!
And And there you have our introductions for this one here. Victor Fuller taking on Jared Braun. Braun has that wrestling ability. It'll be interesting to see how quickly he tries to take this one to the ground. And Shannon, and for Victor Fuller, he wants to let them hands fly.
Man, I was back in the back with Victor Fuller. His trainers were slapping him. He was screaming. It was a very aggressive time back there with Victor Fuller. I'm scared for Braun. I hope he can do something right now because it was wild.
Huge 1-2 by Victor Fuller right away as he opens up. Braun shoots in right away as he tries to get this match to the ground. Does a good job for the single leg and gets back on top.
He wasn't lying about letting them hands fly.
No, Victor Fuller, he landed right away, but he's got to be careful right now getting up, giving up his back, trying to get up in a rush. He's got to be really smart here because Jared Braun is a really elite grappler right now. He's been wrestling his whole life, and riding the back he's no stranger to riding the back right now.
This is exactly where he wanted this matchup to be. A lifelong wrestler, started wrestling when he was 4 years old. But one of the things he talked about was being able to blend all the martial arts together. But this is exactly where he wants the fight to be, and this is not where Victor wanted the fight to be at.
Braun just did a great job right now, bringing the ground to the mat. He's in half guard right now, looking sharp. No space. Victor's going to try to use it underhook and try to get up to his feet so he can keep this fight striking where he wants it. But Jared Braun, lifelong wrestler, man, it's going to be hard to keep that guy off you.
And the art of grappling, it takes a long time to figure out that. What Braun has, what Victor doesn't.
Yeah, what Braun has is that elite level wrestling from child. You know, this guy's been wrestling since he was a kid. Where I think Victor Fuller is a little bit more of a striking base, where he wants to keep this fight standing, use his punches and kicks to get the wins. But he did a good job right now. He just went from half guard to full guard. He can use those feet on the hips and try to get up. If he can create a little bit of space right now, he can use that to get up on his feet. Maybe use the fence to wall walk back up.
And remember when we talked to Jared yesterday, he talked about knowing damage has got to be king here. Boom. And there you see, throw that elbow. And he said that was his biggest learning lesson, but kudos to Victor to get right up to his feet here.
Look, good job by Victor getting up. Just going to be whether the gas tank is there. He hasn't fought in a while, so he's going to have to get through. Oh, nice right hand. Very clean strikes by Victor. You can tell he's a seasoned vet. This ain't his first rodeo as he shoots the inside low kick. Very nice. Got his hands up nice and high. Now we're going to see. He's forcing Jared Braun to strike a little bit, which is good. Ooh, nice right hand counter there by Braun, showing that he can also strike too. He's not just a wrestler. He wants to show that he's well-rounded, and then he can move his hands with the best of them. There you go. Both guys exchanging in the pocket there. Oh, but Victor is thrown with bad intentions, man. Victor Fuller looks like he's still searching for the knockout. Keeping the range with that left hand, pawing out that left hand, so he doesn't know whether he's jabbing or he's just pawing there.
Is there a difference when your opponent is throwing, like you say, for the knockout or just trying to get points?
Oosh! Ooh, big left hook over there by Victor Fuller. Yeah, well, you got to be careful when you start throwing big shots like that, looking for the knockout all the time. You got to be careful that you don't get tired, but he just ate a big right hand, but he used that to get on top, body lock, back where he wants his fight. Doing a good job right now. He's going for the Dagestani handcuff there. Victor Fuller is a veteran, man. He's doing a good job getting up to his feet. Got to be careful there and protect his neck, but Jared Braun, you can tell, spiral riding on top right now, using that lifelong wrestling pedigree to ride his opponent.
Can't let him get into the Dagestani handcuff.
No. And then look, Victor Fuller doing a good job defending the back.
The Dagestani handcuff. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll show my wife later the Dagestan handcuff.
Oh, okay. I got something called the patty melt that I do on my wife.
Now he's doing a good job right now. Look at Jared Braun staying on top. Victor Fuller moving though, going back to full guard, making him work.
Can you ever be in control on bottom?
Yeah, 100%.
You can.
Yeah, he can control his ground and pound. If Victor Braun keeps moving his hips back and forth, shooting for arm bars and triangles, it's going to be hard for Jared to amount any ground and pound on top. See how he puts his feet. Oh, but beautiful how he throws his feet out the way and gets on top.
1 minute left here in our opening round here between Jared Braun and Victor Fuller. And, Emilio, before this fight went to the ground, it just seemed like Jared was trying to set up, to catch that counter and be able to take the fight to the ground.
Yeah, I think Jared wanted to keep the fight a little bit more on the feet and use his hands, but Victor came out so explosive, caught him with that 1-2 in the beginning, so he just went to what he's best, went to what he knows. Oh, but he looks like he's under the neck. Oh, nice job there by Victor. Man, Victor's doing a very good job on the defense, staying smart, keeping his neck out of the choke, but as I say that, he just gets into mount. Let's see if he can get up, but that looks tight. That looks in there.
And it is all over. Jared Braun gets a submission win in the opening round. Got the rear naked choke in there.
Yeah.
He is now 2-1 in his career.
I got it.
Hey, good job. It's all right, guys. All right, the fight's over. No reason to have any bad blood.
Take it easy. Look.
I think I spoke a little bit too soon. I said Victor was doing a good job defending the neck, and then as soon as I did, he got to mount.
Don't run him off. We got Action Jackson.
Yeah, both guys are still fired up. Let's bow this out.
He don't want to lose his license. Yeah.
Now their coach wants to fight. This guy needs. These guys need to relax. It's martial arts. We're all here trying to get better, get paid. This guy's corner's losing his mind right now.
To me, looking at how this fight kind of unfolded here, we saw Victor come out, and look, he said he wanted to throw his hands in this one, and that's when he came out immediately. There was no feeling out. He came out right out immediately, started throwing the hands, but really to me is, once his fight played out, was Chair was able to just basically find the way of utilizing to get that fight to the ground, countering it, getting the matchup to the ground, and then once he got in the back, got the hooks in, that was all she wrote.
Yeah, Jared Brown showed that lifelong wrestling pedigree. He was able to spiral ride the whole time, stay on top.
And now you see the replay
expert grappling
here of the
finish. Look how he gets to that mount right away, boom, and he snatches that neck right underneath the chin and gets the finish right away. Jared Braun showing once again, this is a potential prospect in the future, guys. I'm looking forward to see what's next for Jared Braun.
And let's go up to our cage announcer, Bill Barner, for our official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, at round 1, 4 minutes and 31 seconds, via submission by rear naked choke, your winner in the blue corner, Jared Braun.
And there's your winner, Jared Braun. We see a sportsmanship between our two athletes in the cage there, and Jared Braun going over to his opponent's corners to give them
Now it's on.
their handshake there, and we are going to go up to the cage to Shannon Crowder.
I just saw there was a lot of emotion right there. What was going on in the corner before they announced your winner?
Man, the emotion comes from my last fight. Kind of didn't go my way. I got a split decision I didn't really agree with. I was coming back off a career borderline ending, devastating injury that I had that left me bedridden for 2 months. And it really made me wonder and think a lot if I was ever going to fight again. And I wouldn't have made it here and had the resilience to come back if it wasn't for Jesus Christ talking to me every single day in my thoughts.
And at the end, afterwards, you were yelling. Everybody assumed that we were watching. I would assume that you were talking to them. Who were you talking to about that? Were you talking about that, about your resiliency?
No, with him it was, man, I'm a martial artist first, so respect is the first thing. Yesterday at weigh-ins, we go to get lined up real nice. A man gets so close he almost kissed me, and they had to break us up apart, and I just can't stand that fake tough guy stuff. Like, if you want to be tough, we'll settle it here. I don't need to get in your face for no reason. What is that?
And you're not a fake tough guy. You got some hellified abs. What do you do? You do Russian twists? What do you do for those abs?
I gotta thank the abs to my trainers over at the MMA lab, Coach J-Rock. Probably the worst strength and conditioning workouts I've ever had in my life. And then also gotta thank my biomechanics trainers, Tracy Yang. Every single Monday I come in, she listens to everything I exactly asked for and corrects all the mechanics that I need. And she's just gonna keep showing up better and better every single time.
But quickly, going to the ground, getting on the feet, you were throwing, but you also, it was submission, so you know what you did. How did you think the fight was gonna turn out? Was it the same way you thought it was gonna turn out?
Man, I wasn't sure how it was gonna end, but my corner the whole week just kept telling me, he kept having recurring dreams of me finishing him. So he really kind of like fed that into my subconscious, and all I could think about was just trying to get the finish. And on top of that, I don't want to go to decision no more. Nobody likes to see a boring decision. I want to go out there, slug it out. If I can get the finish in the first, okay. Get in the second, okay. Third, I don't care.
You did your thing tonight, brother. Congratulations. Go get you some action. Yes, sir. You can tell everybody something, but get you some action tonight because that's what I enjoy. My wife's over there. I'm going to get some action too.
Well, first, let me say apologies to your wife because I know you're probably about to put one on her, but I just want to say thank you to all my sponsors, Brian Bathke, My man goes ahead and he helps me with everything I need. Obviously, my coaches at the MMA lab, John Crouch, Benson Henderson, Ivan Gill for holding boxing pads for me every single day. Man, doesn't ask for $1, it's just things like that. When you're in a sport where there's not a lot of money, it means more than words can really describe.
Man, congratulations. And no apologies to my wife because I throw that name. Congrats, brother. Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
And there you have our winner, Jared Braun, proving to 2-1 in his career with a submission victory here in the first round against Victor Flor. And we're going to see the highlights of this matchup coming up right here at Down FC 2 of Jared Braun out of the MMA lab, talking about his training partners that he has over there. And, you know, Emilio, this fight started. Victor Flor came out just throwing those hands, landed some good shots, and there you see it right there, some of those strikes that he landed, and of course Jared Braun trying to get the fight to the ground.
Yeah, Victor Flor came out very aggressive, showing why he wanted to keep the fight standing with some high-level striking, clean 1-2 punch combinations, but Braun was just relentless on the ground, was able to get this fight where he wanted it, spiral ride the whole time, and ended up getting the neck at the end like he was looking for from the beginning of the round. So very impressive by both guys. Great fight.
And I think one of the things you really take away from that conversation with Channing was like, look, I got to go out there and I got to get the finish. No one wants to see, and I'm sure it's, and I talk about this on the stuff that I do, is that we all know in this industry it is about being excited because that's what's going to get you recognized. And this is a young guy at 30 years old. Obviously, you know, he's got to make that big push right now. But a guy that clearly has made those transitions, and a great performance for him to go out there. Had to weather a little bit of adversity in that one.
No, 100%. Jared Braun coming from LFA too, which is a big show, so he has some good experience right now. He's been wrestling his whole life, so he's got all the great credentials to become a great fighter in the future. And it's a good start to his career right now.
And Emilio, it is now time for our co-main event of the evening.
Oh yeah.
And this is the one that I know a lot of people have been looking forward to. We got a guy who we saw at Double Down Fighting Championship 1. He was in the fight of the night last time. Chris Quiroz, who's about to make that walk to the cage, fighting out of Tucson, Arizona, undefeated in his career to this point, 2-0, training out of Dominant MMA and Fitness. Of course, back at Double Down FC 1, got that TKO win against Eduardo Suarez. And you know, he's talked about, he says, you know, hey, I want to fight composed, but I want to stand and bang.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was special. What he did at the first one, I want to see what he does the second one, because we've seen some guys that have the carryover to the second one, and now they have better opponents. I would love to see, because he was dominant at one, DDFC 1.
Yeah, exactly. And when you're a guy like Chris Quiroz at the level he's at, the biggest problem he has right now on this scene is getting fighters to take fights with him. Yep. He's been having a lot of cancellations. This guy's another lifelong martial artist, started off wrestling. He's got his kids MMA program that inspires him right now, and that's what he does it for. And right now, he said that the biggest problem for him has been hard to get finding opponents that are willing to step in the cage with him. Thankfully we got a willing person today with Fidel Gramicia.
He does believe he's 3 to 4 fights away from the UFC. Prior to coming to the venue today, as I was waiting for the car to come to get me, and I was talking to his head coach, and he said, he goes, look, we understand what's in front of us. We understand the fighter that is in front of us. You're talking about a fighter coming over from Italy. Yeah. Just recently came to Florida. Now, one of the things, and Shannon and Amelia, you can relate all this. As I was talking to his head coach, he goes, man, it's hot. I go, it's all right. It's not that bad.
It's November in Miami. This is our winter. This is our winter. We got the sweaters on right now.
75? What are you talking about? It's nice.
I'll tell you what, Fidel Gramicia is making his walk to the cage right now, and this is a guy that I'm very excited to see, coming all the way from Rome, Italy. This guy, 25 years old, left his country back home to go train in America, shows how much dedication he has to the sport. A young, up-and-coming guy, been training since he was 16 years old, and this is what we see. This is one of those new generation of fighters, guys that can grapple, strike, and put it all together. This is the future right now. I'm excited for this one. 2 top-level contenders going at it.
So he came over to American Top Team 2 months ago, and he made it clear to us that he is planning for this to be a permanent move. Wants to be in the United States to help grow his abilities and he has been working with UFC flyweight champion Alexander Pantoja. Also helped Pedro Munoz, who fought last week in the UFC. And so this is a guy that, when you talk to Emilio, you see this all the time.
Yeah.
The guys come over here and they say, you know what? This is where I need to be for me to achieve the goals I want.
Yeah, 100%. And Gramicio's doing everything that he needs to do to be at the level that he wants to be right now. He's traveling, he's putting in the time, he's training with the best in the world over American Top Team, and that's going to be giving him a lot of confidence stepping into the cage tonight.
And one of the things when you look at the...
I would say, what's the difference in those guys? Because I would say, like, nowadays, when with athletes, like, it's like they're almost breeding them to be what they are. Where we know guys tonight that have normal 9-to-5 jobs, and then it's a guy that comes over here from Italy just to fight. Yeah. Is there a big difference in the guys that are fighting to live versus the guys that are fighting to see if they can make it?
Yeah, definitely. The guys like Fidel Gramicio, man, these are guys that have been training. He's been training since he was 16 years old, so he's only 25 years old, but he's already got a decade of martial arts experience under his belt, and he's got a plethora of amateur fights. I did a little bit of research on him. I was looking back on some of his fights. He's fought a lot of good guys in the amateur circuit to get to this level now. So his goal is to this fight is to keep the distance, stay long, and use his strikes and keep this fight on the feet.
And now,
I'm excited, man, these guys.
Did you know you were going to be what you wanted to be? At what age did you know you were going to be?
Yeah, I knew from the minute.
Whoop everybody's ass that you walked in front of.
Yeah, for sure. I knew from the beginning that this is what I wanted, but where the big show, where the goal was.
And let's look at our tail tape for this one, this bantamweight matchup. Gramicia and Quiroz here. Of course, the height advantage does go to Gramicia at 5'8" versus 5'5". And our tail tape is brought to you by Incaholic Tattoos. Let's go up to our cage announcer to get this one going.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for our co-main event? This bantamweight contest is brought to you by Zapata Gallery, the finest art gallery in the 305. Check out their work at zapatagallery.com. Your referee, Ray Ramos. In the blue corner, weighing in at 135 pounds, from Tucson, Arizona, with a professional record of 2 wins, 0 losses, Chris Chapo Quiroz. And in the red corner, weighing in at 133 pounds, from Coconut Creek, Florida, American Top Team, and a professional record of 2 wins and 1 loss, Fidel Gramicio!
It is now time for our co-main event of the evening. Big matchup between two rising bantamweights right here.
Please keep it clean. Watch your fingers to
And
the eyes. Don't
you look at Gramicia making that transition over to American Top Team. He's had 3 weeks to prepare for this matchup. And one of the things that even though Chris Quiroz has got that wrestling background, he's made it clear he wants to strike.
God bless.
Yes, exactly. Chris Quiroz, wrestling base, but he wants to use his hands, and he says in this fight he's going to be able to let his hands go, and he wants to show the world his striking prowess.
And with Gramicia, you got to watch out for his leg kicks. That's one of the things that he is known for. And he tell us that he thought a key for him was to be able to keep the distance in this matchup, which you have to imagine is about keeping the fight on the feet.
Yeah, and Gramicia is the taller, longer fighter, so he's going to want to use that range, and use his length to keep Quiroz at bay.
Watch that up. Watch
and
that
Gramicia seems, like you said, seems more athletic, seems like he wants to move.
Yeah.
He's the one dictating the distance, dictating all the things that happen at the distance. But I was going to say that my man Quiroz, he seems more powerful. He's throwing the big punches when Gramicio is throwing the jabs.
Yeah, Quiroz, he's got the eye of the tiger right now. He looks really focused, trying to work those hands. Been throwing some big combinations already. But look at Gramicio. It looks like he's ready, man. He looks like he's ready for whatever Quiroz wants to bring to the table right now.
It almost seems like he's prepping himself right now that he thinks a takedown's coming.
They seem like they're filling each other out.
Yeah, good feeling out right now. Nice low click by Gramicio. As Quiroz missed with his little level change there. He got a little fake level change there. Very nice. Little 1-3-2, but a little short for Quiros as he tries to find his distance right now. Grmicha doing a good job finding his range. Oh, Quiros shoots in right away. Ooh, big left hook there. As
got him hooked.
he missed a takedown, but he landed a nice strike there. The question is going to be, can Grmicha keep this fight on the feet where he wants it? And can Quiros outstrike the Italian striker, Grmicha? Oh, nice low kick again for a swing and a miss by Quiros.
That was one of the things that was said to me about Fidel is you got to really watch these low leg kicks. A very powerful low leg kicker.
Yeah, he's got a very strong low leg kick, and he's got a good job of not getting caught with any kicks. He does a good job getting out of range every time Quiros throws his low kick of his own.
And he has immaculate abs.
Oh yeah, this guy is shredded like John Rambo right now.
I hate my wife's here.
Quiros got that short, stocky frame. Those are the big power comes from. Oh, as you can see right there with that overhand to the left hook. Very nicely done by Quiros.
That calf kick. That calf kick. How many does it take to wear down?
2 or 3, and you don't want to take more than 2 or 3 of those. That could change the fight completely. As Quiros switches now, Quiros is in southpaw stance. You got to watch out for that when he's in an open stance. See how he throws that left kick. Both guys so close, but both just barely missing every time. Oh, nice little charge there. Nice little dart by Quiros as he lands with the right hand at the end. Nice feint there. Man, Quiros told us that he wanted to use his striking in this fight, and he's doing a really good job on the feet. Looks very calm and composed.
2 minutes left here in our opening round here in our co-main event in the bantamweight division. Fidel and Quiros.
And everybody's on their feet right now. These guys are throwing with bad intentions. Ooh, head kick barely misses there. Kind of hits Quiros, but doesn't really land flush. Oh, very nice little spin to the jump.
Beautiful body kick.
That landed right on the money. Both fighters very composed right now, doing a good job, not rushing the action, but Grmicha with a nice knee up the middle there.
One of the things, to me, the storyline so far of this opening round has been Chris Quiros being able to keep the center of the cage.
Yeah, Quiros doing a good job. Oh my God, that was a huge knee by Grmicha, and he's on top. He's looking to finish. Quiros has got to get this match to the ground. He's got to watch his neck. He's shooting in for a takedown, but he might be in trouble here. This looks tight, man. This might be it. He's got to pass that guard right away and get on top, but he looks out. I think he's sleeping. It's over.
It is all over. Fidel Grmicha with a technical submission win in the opening round against Chris Quiros. Man,
nasty. I'm telling you guys, this kid is good, man.
Hey.
Sorry.
It's that quick.
Yeah, beautiful win. He got he hurt him, and then he finished on the feet. Quiros shot in for a takedown when he was already rocked. Kind of didn't think about his neck. Gave up the neck and got put to sleep, unfortunately. But that's what happens, man. Just like that.
Man, we were talking about this yesterday. Fidel, he fought tough competition in just his first 3 fights, and man, and just lands that strike that drops him and takes full advantage of the opportunity. What an impressive performance! And when you talk about fighters to pay attention to outside of DDFC too, man, Fidel Grmicha, man, great performance.
Yeah, Fidel Grmicha, really tall, lanky for the weight class. Also, this guy's going to be a problem. He had a plethora of experience in the amateur, had a lot of hard fights in his pro, and now Fidel Grmicha improves his record to 3-1 with a solid finish in his Double Down FC debut. Very impressive. Very high level contest by both athletes.
And we're going to look at the end of the fight right here, coming up here, where he was able to get on that neck. And one of the things you'll notice is Fidel tells the referee that he is out when he was out there. Great sportsmanship there by Fidel. And man, what a sequence ending of that one, of dropping him and then getting his hands right around the neck. And man, just a great performance. And we are going to go up to our cage announcer for the official decision. Here is Bill Barner.
Red.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, round 1, 3 minutes and 54 seconds. By submission via guillotine, your winner in the red corner, Fidel Grmicha.
Fidel improving to 3-1 in his career here in the co-main event of Double Down FC Round 2, we're going to go with Shannon Crowder, talk to our winner.
My man, you did a hell of a job. Choked the hell out of it. I saw you. You from Rome or you from here?
I'm from Rome. I don't speak.
You don't speak no good English? Can you say choke the hell out of somebody?
What?
Never mind. Congratulations!
Thank you so much, Miami. Thank you. Congratulations. Roma Mundi. Thank you, America Top Team. A huge thank you to my hometown team, Furospelli Roma.
Jimmy Roma, put a goddamn shirt on.
I thank you for the Italian legend, Alessio Zagara.
And there is our winner for El Gramicchio, improving to 3-1 in his career, a first-round submission victory there. And, of course, Alessio Sakara in there in the cage with him, preparing for this one. And we're going to look at the highlights of this matchup here between Fidel and Quiroz. And it was a fight that primarily played out on the feet. We did kind of wonder, could we see maybe a little bit of a ground action from Chris Quiroz, but he kept it on the feet. And you look at there was a spinning back kick from Bayo, was good, but there you see
it's
Fidel.
The big knee that started the action. Those knees up the middle. He was looking for that knee the whole round. He ends up getting it at the end of round 1. And look at this ninja choke that he slaps on right away. He doesn't even need his guard. That thing is tight, man.
I mean,
that was money in the bank. As soon as he shot in on that, he locked that ninja choke in. You got to be careful with that front choke there when you shoot, when you're rocked, you know. So
yeah, I mean,
big win by Christian. Big win by Gramicchio this round.
Absolutely storm there. And look, if you're Quiroz that position, that's what you had to do to try to stay in the fight. And sometimes happens. But that is our co-main event, and we have now reached the time for the main event. It is heavyweights, a guy that we saw at FC 1 looking for back-to-back victories, and we've got a fighter in Nicholas Gay taking his fight on less than a week's notice, and he is a 13-fight MMA veteran out of Houston, Texas. He has fought in 4 different weight classes, William.
Yeah, Nicholas Gay is no stranger to the cage, fighting across 4 weight classes. He's very versatile. This guy can make the weight. He steps up on heavyweight to save the card tonight, so we're really grateful for that. And I'm excited to see him throw down tonight against Saeed Soma, man. This is going to be a great fight for our main event.
And he is an unorthodox kickboxer. This is a fight that you expect is likely going to play out on the feet in terms of this one. Of course, he just fought 2 weeks ago. He's right back in action. This is a guy, gets a phone call from WFC. He says, you know what? I'm in.
Yeah, Nicholas Gay is here. And he's here for the finish, man. He took the fight on short notice. He's got nothing to lose. Most dangerous opponents, guys, are going to come out, nothing to lose, everything to gain.
Thank you.
Very dangerous as well, very dangerous.
His nickname is the Shadow here. 4 of his victories have come by TKO and KO, and typically that's the way it goes here. Of course, his fight in October was the first time he had fought in a couple of years here. Shannon, how's it going over there?
Yeah, man, I ain't even, my last man didn't speak English, so we just talking and hanging out, but we just smiling at each other. But you know what? I love the big guys. We talking about 250 plus 220. I like the big guys because you know what they're going to throw.
Yeah, don't blink when the heavyweights step in there.
No, Nicholas Gray right now. Last time, Saeed, we covered Saeed, and he got him a win last year. So we got to see what goes on this time, but.
Yeah, 14 fight veteran versus 13 fight veteran. So 2 guys who are no strangers to the cage.
Now you got Saeed Soma. Of course, we saw him at Double Down FC 1. Guys, split decision win against Sheldon Graves. Had to weather a little bit of adversity in that matchup here. Of course, looking for back-to-back wins. Of course, the Bellator veteran. He has fought notable competition in Bellator here. Of course, trains at American Top Team in Coconut Creek and has been a main sparring partner for Junior Dos Santos. Andre Arlovsky, obviously a ton of great heavyweights there at American Top Team, and this is a guy who's looking to get back to the big show.
For this one?
I was in the back earlier.
Do they want to bring him in the
middle
for this one?
And I walked in with Soma. I walked up to Soma, and he's just sitting down, he's talking to his buddy. And I was like, bro, you're so calm. He said, this is sparring, but somebody has to win. And I was like, this isn't sparring. He was like, if I don't take it that way, how do I take it? And I love that approach because let's just work. Let's just work, and that's, I think his approach is let's just damn work. It was amazing to talk to him earlier. He's sitting back there laughing, texting his family. It was amazing to see him do that before he comes out here and tries to beat the hell out of another grown man.
So if you remember when we talked to him before Double Down Fight Championship 1, He talked about, he called himself, he goes, I'm a big nerd. I build computers.
He's a big ass technician then, because it's crazy that he approached it this way. Being an athlete, to not get amped up and just walk in calm.
No.
But you were saying that he was like, some guys have to approach it different. I never could approach it to the fact that I'm gonna have to go out here and bust somebody's face mask off their helmet.
Yeah.
I had to get amped up. I had to take Red Bull and Red Line and Vicodin and get Toradol shots. These guys can walk in, beat the hell out of another grown man, and then go to IHOP and have a good time. It's amazing. I'm so excited to see Soma fight.
And now we're going to go to our tail of the tape for our heavyweight main event here at Double Down Fighting Championships number 2. Of course, there you see Saeed, 9-5 in his career. Nicholas, 8-5, a 3-year age difference between these two guys. But one thing you do notice, a sizable weight difference between these two guys, 249 pounds for Saeed, 217 for Nicholas. And we're ready to get this one going. Let's go up to our cage announcer, Bill Barner, to get us ready for our main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, our main event. It's time for a showdown! This heavyweight contest is brought to you by DeMesman and Dover Law Firm, YourAccidentAttorneys.com. If you've been in an accident, call them at 866-954-MORE, M-O-R-E. Your referee, Christopher Minyoki. In the blue corner, weighing in at 217 pounds, from Houston, Texas, Soul Combat Club, with a professional record of 7 wins and 7 losses, Nicholas the Shadow Gay! And in the red corner, coming to you from Coconut Creek, Florida, American top team with a professional record of 9 wins and 5 defeats, Saeed Soma!
All right, bring it into the center, gentlemen. All right, this is our main event tonight. Let's have a good, clean fight. I want you both to protect yourself at all times, and also please obey my commands at all times. If you want to touch gloves, go ahead. Good luck to the both of you.
It is now time for our main event of the evening, Double Down Fighting Championships number 2 from Miami, Florida. The heavyweights, Saeed Soma and Nicholas Gay, ready to get it on here. And this is, Amelia, this is a matchup that I'm fully expecting is going to play out on the feet. I'm not expecting a ton of ground action.
Round 1, are you ready?
Yeah, don't blink. We got
ready?
the heavyweights going at it. You know, these fights can change in just one punch, so I'm excited to see right now.
And Nicholas comes out with that low leg kick to get this one going with this, another leg kick to follow it up.
Yeah, Nicholas Gay coming out aggressive with the kick game strong. Switching stances in the southpaw stance is Nicholas Gay. Soma in the orthodox stance. Green shorts. See if Soma's able to use his grappling and use his game to get on top.
And
he goes for the far knee block. Ooh, gets on top right away. Beautiful far knee block.
And that's
something
on top. We saw in the last matchup against Shelton Graves, where Shelton Graves was able to use his grappling to get this one to the ground. This time it's Saeed. He pins him up right against the fence. Now, if you are Nicholas, what are you trying to do here to get back to your feet?
Yeah, if I'm Nicholas Gay right now, I'm going to try and get my left arm underhook inside. So I want to get my left arm underneath Soma's right armpit and use that to get up on top and get back to your feet. He's in half guard right now, so he can pummel that left arm into the inside and use that to get up. But right now, Soma's doing a good job keeping his right underhook on top, chest to chest, giving Gay no space to get up right now. So let's see if Soma can mount some ground and pound right now and get some offense going from the top.
But is it that hard or that exhausting to lay there and hold somebody's arm?
Well, it depends. I mean, Soma is 250 pounds, so it's never going to be easy getting that man off you. It's always going to be a little bit tougher, but Gay's doing a good job right now as he's trying to get up to his feet. Looks like he's turtling up. But he's got to be careful here, not giving up his back and eating these shots. You don't want to take these unnecessary shots. He's a little bit covered up now. There you go. He's got to move a little bit to not stay there. but he's kind of stuck against the fence right now. Someone's doing a good job. Look how he's got his right hip hooked around. He's not going to let him up. Now it's going to be a bad spot right now as the action's right in front of us. Someone's laying down some ruthless ground and pound on top. Doing a good job riding the back, spiral riding. See if Nicholas Gay can use that wall to get up and fight the hands, but right now he's just trying not to take any punches from Soma.
When they're with the ground and pound, can you time up like he just hit me, so now I have that extra second to get up?
Yeah, 100%. That's the problem. That's the name of the game, really. You got to pick those spots, you know. Sometimes when you go crazy trying to finish the guy with the ground and pound, that gives the guy the space to get up on top, to get up. So, but Soma's doing a good job. Look how he's got the hip of Gay controlled, not letting him anywhere. He's got a nice hip control with the right arm, and then he's able to use his left arm to smash. So he's got one arm to control, one arm to smash. So this is a great position right here for Soma. It's exactly where he wants to be. And plenty of time left. Only 2 minutes left in this round. Let's see if, oh, look how beautiful job how he grabbed his ankle there and pinned him back down to the mat.
Keep him down.
Yeah.
That's what.
Gay's in a tough spot right now. He's got to find an answer to try to get up, but it's a lot of pressure that Soma's generating. He started to land some ground and pound here. Not the most ferocious strikes, but he's staying busy.
What's the answer to this?
He's going to try to get up, man. Getting up is a choice, so Gay's got to try to fight the hands.
Get on your feet.
Get up on his feet and get this fight where he wants it. He was throwing some nice kicks in the beginning of the round, so I'm sure he wants to get this fight back up where he can use his strikes. Ooh, but it looks like we got a TKO. Unfortunately, Gay is not able to get up.
The referee
saw enough.
Yeah, he saw enough there. He gave him a little bit warning a little bit earlier on there. It's just the amount of punches that Saeed was landing. Ultimately, the referee just saw it was time to call this one. Saeed Soma now improves to 10-5 in his career. He's now won back-to-back fights here in the Double Down Fighting Championship cage after his run in Bellator, and a guy that is quietly working his way back to where he wants to be.
Yeah, Soma's now on a 2-fight winning streak. Looking on the up and up in things right now. 2-0 in the Double Down FC cage.
And now we're going to look at the final moments of this one here in our main event of Double Down Fighting Championships 2. As you see, the ground and pound that Saeed was landing here. And really, it's just
no answer.
If you look at it from the referee's aspect, you just say, hey, man, you're just protecting the fighter at that point because it's just the amount of unanswered shots.
Yeah, it was about a good minute and a half there on the ground. Couldn't get up, wasn't moving too much, so you got to try to defend yourself at all times and try to get out of there. And if you're not moving and you're not trying to defend yourself, then the referee's going to give the referee no choice but to stop the fight.
And let's get our official decision here for the final fight of the night with our cage announcer, Bill Barner.
Ladies and gentlemen, at round 1, 3 minutes and 18 seconds, your winner by TKO in the red corner, Saeed Soma.
And there you have our winner, Saeed Soma, getting the win now 10-5 in his career, first round victory here. Of course, he follows up this. Prior to this, he had that win against Sheldon Graves, a split decision win. And now let's go up to Shannon Crowder here with the winner.
75 lifts in a row was going to win the fight. Probably if he couldn't get up, right? Yeah.
It was. Did you want to get on the ground? You want to stay up, or just you took whatever came to you?
No. The game plan was to take him down and ground and pound and look for an early finish.
And then with this fight, with how it transpired, was it supposed to be this short? Did you anticipate it being this short? And you already said in the back. I'll tell them what you said. I was in the back with you, and you were like, yeah, this is it's like sparring, but I can win or lose. Do you approach every fight like that? Because it was surprising to me to talk to you for you to say that.
I do. I try to keep myself as calm as possible by thinking that way, and it just calms me down because sparring is pretty hard. It's just that little bit extra to get the finishes and the knockouts. So that's the only difference. But other than that, whatever we do in sparring, we do in the cage.
And I'm gonna tell your fans, don't you work on computers?
I do. Yeah, I'm a big computer guy.
How do you whoop people's ass and reprogram computers at the same time?
Nerd power.
All love, man. Congratulations. Man said nerd power. I'm a college dropout.
And there is our winner, Saeed Soma, in the main event of Double Down Fighting Championship 2. A first-round victory for him, just past the 3-minute mark here. And we're going to now look back at this matchup here as Saeed Soma in our main event, getting the victory here. And it was all about getting the fight to the ground. Like he talked about, so that was the game plan. And it was the ground and pound and just the amount of unanswered shots that he was able to deliver.
Yeah, if you can see here, the first takedown Saeed Soma gets is a beautiful. He was able to hit Nicholas Gay with the far knee block there. Actually, look, Nicholas Gay is the one that attempted the takedown, but then he goes for a nice far knee block. Boom, taps that knee, gets him down right away, and just starts to rain down with the vicious ground and pound. Boom, boom, and then Nicholas Gay's got no answer. He can't get up. Gives the referee no choice but to stop the match.
And this wraps up a great night of fights here at Double Down Fighting Championship 2. Saeed Soma, a first-round victory here, now has won back-to-back fights here, 10 wins in his career. Just a great performance from him. I mean, that's just, I mean, if you look at it, you say, hey, that's exactly how you wrote it up when you were game planning this fight. It literally takes no damage. I mean, if he wanted to take a fight a week or two from now, he could do that. So, but we are going to look at the highlights from all of everything that's happening here tonight at Double Down Fighting Championship 2 as we came here from Miami, Florida. Of course, start off our main card. It was Cheyenne Serrano and Hector Renham. And Cheyenne Serrano, man, what a performance that he put on.
Cheyenne Serrano, man, looking really unstoppable in the Double Down FC cage. Coming off his last TKO victory, he's able to get the job done against Hector Renta today. Looking absolutely vicious. Finishes, starts the finish with a high kick with the vicious ground and pound. He couldn't miss. He was on point tonight.
Just a great performance by Cheyenne Serrano. Now back-to-back wins for him in the Double Down Fighting Championship cage.
Title contender in Double Down FC. Like that's what we're looking at.
Oh yeah, and a guy that fought at 55-45.
Yeah.
Then it was Daniel Riveron and Israel Hernandez. Man, a great match to these two guys, and we saw the grappling ability of Daniel Riveron.
Yeah.
Even though Israel Hernandez did not get the victory, he showed some things in striking, but it was all about the grappling of Daniel Riveron.
No. Big ups to both fighters. Riveron was able to find a way to win. He took some big punches at the beginning of round 2 and 3, but asserted his will, got the takedown, and finished strong on top every round. Found a way to win. Very impressive by both young athletes, and what a great fight for all the fans tonight.
Yeah, interesting to kind of see and how both those guys in their next matchup. Look forward to seeing when we see them next here. Then it was a matchup between Christian Escalene and Renee Roberts. And Christian Escalene, we saw him back earlier on this year, and really went with the takedown aspect of this game. He was trying to get to the ground, but ultimately it was that the knee to the body.
Yeah, I feel like this fight was a lot of learning experience for Christian Escalene, because I think he was expecting to take Renee Robert down right away and get him out of there in the first round. Renee Robert did do a good job defending some of the takedowns, but what I was really proud of to see in Christian Escalene was he was able to stay composed, adjust, make the adjustments he needed to make mid-fight, and found a way to win, and still walks away with the stoppage. So a great learning lesson from him. He was trying to get the fight down, ended up resorting to his strikes, and was able to still get the finish and learn a lot in that fight. So
then we had Jared Braun and Victor Floor. Victor Floor, first fight in 5 years, came out firing with his striking, but ultimately Jared Braun able to get the fight to the ground, able to transition ultimately and get this choke in, laying down the ground and pound.
Yeah, Jared Brown, once he got the fight to the ground, it was smooth sailing from there. Was able to get the first round finish and a clean victory as he improves his record to 2-1 now, which is great to see.
Then our co-main event of the night was a matchup that both of us were looking forward to. Fidel Gramicia and Chris Quiros, and man, this fight absolutely delivered.
Man, two absolute studs, leaving it all in the cage for us tonight. Chris Quiros did a great job early on using his boxing. Wasn't able to get the takedown, was able to use his boxing, was still finding some success on the feet. But as you see here, Gramicia did a great job with that knee up the middle, vicious ground and pound, and is able to use that to get the ninja choke. And he puts Chris Quiros to sleep to get a definitive finish in round 1. Unbelievable. What a stoppage, what a fight.
Technical submission win there for Fidel. In our main event, Saeed Soma goes out there and he does exactly what he said he was going to do. Yeah. Great performance by Saeed Soma in this one. A great night of fights here at Double Down Fighting Championship 2.
Oh man, what a night. We had a non-stop action. We got knockouts, we got submissions, and we had some really great decision wins from early on in our prelim. So great night of fights, absolutely stunning main event, and I can't wait for the next one.
Man, just a great night of fights here. Saeed Soma, interesting to kind of see what's going to be next for him. 2-0 in the Double Down FC cage. Great win for him in this one. It is a great night of fights here at Double Down Fight Championship 2. Emilio, always great to be cage-side with you talking about these fights.
It was a pleasure, brother. Pleasure. Good to see you guys.
And we appreciate everyone tuning in for Double Down Fight Championship 2, and hopefully everyone has a great night. It's been a great night here in Miami, Florida.
Oh man, let's go, bro. Shannon, get a selfie with Shannon. Where's he at? Is he in the cage? Is he in there? Okay.